Oh hi, didn't see you there. Episode 4, Link's Awakening DX. Woohoo! Right. We need to make our way to Animal Village, because we've got a hibiscus flower to give to a goat. And also, while we're there, we're going to bump into a ghost. So, we've got a ghost to rescue, and we've got a flower to give. So, all in all, top of the list. We'll do the fetch quest all the way up to the final part, which we can't do until we beat Dungeon 5. So off we go. Need to take our ever so useful warp straight back to the Animal Village. It'll be our first location on the warp cycle. That's not the warp, that's a staircase method. That's the warp. There we go. And the ghost appears. Now this ghost is going to haunt us all the way to her final resting place. But enough about her, she's a bit boring. We'll talk to the goat.
Oh, you brought me a hibiscus! How sweet! Well, since you are such a gentleman, I have a request to make of you. Will you listen?
Okay.
I would like you to take this letter to Mr. Wright, who lives on the border of the mysterious forest, please.
You traded hibiscus for a goat's letter. Great. Okay, come on in, you ghosty woasty. I don't have time to hang around you. So we need to take this ghost to her original home, which is on the beach, or just by the beach. I happen to know the way there, so it's okay. Don't like how there's a jingle every time you go through a screen with the ghost. Gets kind of annoying after a while. It's kind of like saying, oh, by the way, I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost, by the way, I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost. After a while, you're sort of like thinking, oh, just fucking stop. And well, it's like that with this. It's just another one of those little elements of this game I don't particularly like. That's not the way we need to go. Almost to the right one, then down. Now this is the ghost's original house. Here, enter my house. Oh god damn, your house is in a bad state. You've been slacking off. Nostalgia. Unchanged. Boo-hoo. Yeah, boo-hoo. My house is untidy. Enough. Cemetery. Take me, my grave. With pleasure. With pleasure. I will take you to your grave, and then you can stop haunting me. I've had enough of this bullshit. Bugger off. So her grave, know where the witch's hut is? There. So, don't we have a magical song that'll just get us there faster? Because I'm too lazy. Yeah, we do. That we do. So to the left, then down. Our prize. That's the grave, but to get to the grave we need to go down one more screen. Thank you. A jar in my home. Look inside. Bye bye.
Hood! It has been some time since our paths crossed, lad. You must dive into the waters of Mather's Bay to enter the catfish's maw. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward, hoot.
I'm disappointed there's not a dungeon called Molly's Chamber, so then I can say it like the Kings of Leon do. So, yes, Will Wright. We've got a letter for Mr. Will Wright in our backpack. Of course, Link doesn't actually have a backpack, I'm just imagining he does. Because then that sort of makes how much crap he carries around with him a bit more believable. 8 musical instruments. 9 musical instruments, actually, because the 8 of the siren and, of course, the ocarina. A sword. Magic powder, which is very fine. If the bag breaks, it'll spill everywhere. Bombs, arrows, a bow, and whatever trading item he has at the time. Oh, Will Wright, yes, sorry. I already skipped past some of the text without trying to read it. Let me try again. I'm going to guess what he said. Oh, look, a letter! Yeah, a letter for me. There we go. I'm so happy! And look, the letter came with a photograph! I think Mrs. Goat is pretending to be someone else. A certain Princess Christine Peach. She's so beautiful. I must give you something for your trouble. Well, it looks like all I have is this broom. How'll that be? Fine. So, we got a broom from Mr. Wright, and we're not going to see him ever again, because he's going to lock himself in his house with the photograph, and have special fun times from now on. So, we'll leave him to fantasize over the goat, and we'll take the broom to someone else who needs the broom. And there's a woman in Maeve Village who's always dusting and cleaning, and she has just recently broken her broom. Now we can either go to Maeve Village or to the Animal Village to give her the broom. She appears in both places. So we'll just go down to where she is in Maeve Village and give her the broom, which is just down one screen. You know, on this playthrough, I haven't yet been down to the screen. Yahoo! Yahoo! A new broom for me it is, isn't it? Yes. Da-da-da-da! Okay. In return, you can have this fishing hook I found when I swept by the riverbank. Great, a fishing hook. You exchanged broom for fishing hook. What will the fishing hook become? The fishing hook will become a necklace, which should really be a pair of panties, but I'll go into that later. It's a bit confusing. Right now is probably the best time to tackle Catfish's Maw. For that dungeon, we're going to need bombs. We're going to need plenty of bombs. 10 bombs, 10 rupees. Bye. Thanks a lot, and come again. $10 bombs, 10 rupees. Yes, buy a second lot. We're going to need bombs. There's a boss in the Catfish's Maw that's easiest to kill if you slice him and then drop bombs on him. Take the walk to the Animal Village, then down one screen from the Animal Village is the bay, so we can just slice 2 birds with 1 stone here. Yeah. And no annoying haunty ghosts this time. Down one screen, down a few more screens by the looks of it. I do know my Link's Awakening rather well. Whew. Keep getting my ass handed to me. Fishing hook. There's a fisherman under this bridge. And he's going to give us a necklace. Well, he's not going to give us a necklace. He's going to use the fishing hook to catch something, and his next catch is going to be our prize, and his next catch is going to be a necklace. Let me have necklace with okay. fishing hook. Keep your eyes open and watch a pro at work. My, that's a big one. Da da da. The fishing hook became a necklace. Lucky. Last time we had the lucky message was when Miss Meow Meow gave us a kiss. If you remember that far back. Episode 2. Now, when we got the lucky message with Miss Meow Meow, that's because she did something sexy, you know, sort of that kind of thing. Well, what I'm trying to get at is that in the German and the Japanese version of this game, the mermaid is not after a necklace. She's lost her panties. Now, I'm not sure how a mermaid is supposed to wear panties, but that's another thing altogether. So, yeah, there's something to do with that in a minute that I will go into. To the left should be the mermaid, and then to... oh no, the dungeon, and up is the mermaid. Now, the thing about this mermaid is that if you duck near her, she says, "I've already looked around here," and swims away. Now, the reason why she swims away is because in the German and the Japanese versions, of course, she doesn't have any panties on. So, the message is more along the lines of, "Oh, you perv," etc, etc. So, that's the reason why she swims away. Ah, that's it. That's my necklace. Give it! Give it back! I will give you a scale, as I said. So she's going to give us a scale off of her tail, which we'll use to put in a statue very soon. Can't do it right now because we don't have the hook shot, and we need the hook shot to be able to do it. Give! Promise you'll only take one. You returned the necklace and got a scale of the mermaid's tail. How will you use this? Duck down here. We go through a cave. And we end up in the fifth dungeon. We end up in the 5th dungeon. The catfish is more. Now, I did a little quick run of this dungeon to try and remember where to go. And I managed to get it down mostly. This dungeon did give me some trouble on the 3DS. I didn't quite remember where I had to go. The most annoying thing is these enemies that change direction. You can only hit them from the back. They're the enemies you need the hook shot for. Even the ultimate boomerang that can practically kill everything cannot kill these enemies unless you use the hook shot to take their sort of metal front off first. I'm trying to remember if there was an enemy like that in Link to the Past or in Ocarina of Time. I'm sure there are. Because it's like Nintendo to reuse everything. You've got the compass! Okay. Now, do you remember about these compasses? Well, forget everything you've heard. This one has a new feature. This compass has a new feature. Did you know that? Yes. You don't have to go through the same block of text every time. It's fucking boring. I think the alcohol is starting to impair my ability to play the game properly. Solution to this puzzle: push all the blocks together. And here is our key. To the left is a room with 4 blocks in it. We can't do anything with this room yet. We need to come back later. That will become clear as I get further through the dungeon. Okay, we just need to kill these enemies, which is much easier said than done. They're dead. Don't bother about killing everything, just open the door. Now, we need to go up. We need to go up again, which requires killing all the enemies in this room. You don't want to be too close to the owl when swiping your sword, because you might accidentally examine it. Okay, this is the first appearance of the skeleton boss. And to kill him, we need to slice him from a direction he can't defend, and then bomb him. And then repeat. That's what we went and got the bombs for. Something I didn't think of the last time I did a run of this dungeon, so I didn't have enough bombs.
Arg, I can't beat you, I'm out of here.
Now, here's where, if things were going to plan, we would get the hook shot. But Master Skull has been evil.
I've got what was inside this box. Come and get it, if you can, Master Skull.
So, we've obviously got to find the next room that Master Skull is hiding in. I'm going to make this job much easier for you by just showing you the room he's hiding in. Press the switch, push the block down, and room number 2. Same as before, we need bombs. You fight the same boss 4 times. Call it longevity, I call it laziness.
Ah, I can't beat you, I'm out of here.
He's out of here again. Well, that was easy. Now, up is, I would presume, the wrong way. I'm trying to remember this dungeon. I can't remember it all too well. I mean, I did a little run a few moments ago to see if I could work out where to go, and I failed miserably. Let's try this way. I get the feeling it's this way. Oh, I don't need the message every time. I know what I need. Oh. I'm not an idiot, Nintendo. Why would I forget how to use an item or what I would need? Aha, yeah. There's a path in the middle of that block of water, but we can't take it yet. Now, that's the one enemy on this side, there's 2 on the other side. We need to be able to kill that enemy before we can take the route upwards through that door. It's a bit sneaky.
Oh, what a weird object. Isn't that weird? You don't know how to use it. Fuck off.
I don't need the message every time. Jesus. And there I wasn't going to swear on this run, and then look what happened. Oh. I was trying my hardest not to swear, guys, I promise. Wait. No, that's not. It looked like a bombable wall for a second, but it was me not looking properly. Room number 3. Now, he's really pissed off, Master Skull. I've beaten him twice. I brought shame to the Skull clan.
Gulp, you found me. You're a real pesky kid, you know that?
You know what else is pesky about me? I know your weakness. Bombs. Who's bad? Who's bad?
Arg, I can't beat you, I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, number 1 skeleton defeating guy in this whole dungeon, that's me. This might be our dungeon map now. That would be nice. I'll settle for Stone Beak. Dungeon map, not bad. With the dungeon map, we now know where all the rooms are in the dungeon, except for hidden rooms. Now we're going to use the save function to jump back to the start of the dungeon really quickly, because I'm lazy. Hey, at least I'm honest. Now that room we saw before with 4 blocks that we needed to go into, we can now actually do what we're supposed to do in there. We can now fight the 4th stage of Master Skull. So that's what we're going to do. Take the staircase down. Jumping puzzle. I make this look easy. You know, you could be this good at Link's Awakening 2 if you go back to your childhood and devote your whole childhood to it. Then you'll be as good as me. It's probably why I'm so good at Sonic the Hedgehog as well. Yeah. This is actually the only Zelda game I got into as a kid. Apart from Ocarina of Time, but I mean, everybody who had a Nintendo 64 and was into that sort of game had Ocarina of Time. Sold more Nintendo 64s than you would care to believe. Oh, Master Skull. Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. Ich bin hardly knew ye. Hook shot. You've got the hook shot. 2 words. Its change stretches along when you use it. 2 words, as opposed to the one in Ocarina of Time, which is 1 word. Hook shot, 1 shot. Hook shot and long shot is 1 word in Ocarina of Time, and in this game, hook shot. The hook shot is the long shot because it stretches across the whole screen, and it's 2 words. Just so we've gone into unnecessary, extraneous detail. Okay. Now this is when we discover how useful the hookshot really is. That was easy. Now imagine that our lovely little boomerang is even cooler than this. Kills even more enemies in 1 hit. With the hook shot, you can jump across the chests. Also the purple blocks. This dungeon is rather straightforward now. It's basically use the hook shot on everything. Use the hook shot. Arrows, which I can't use yet because I don't have a bow. Hook shot. Easy peasy. Hook shot. You're starting to get the idea. The hook shot and this dungeon were of course made for each other. And we have the key. That key will open the door we just saw. Well, not the door, the block we just saw. Use the hook shot to get past again. Use the hook shot to get past again. Break the block. Now here's our actual dungeon boss. Now again, I think this boss is hook shot, but I'm not entirely sure. I've forgotten. And they can run down and hit you after a while. You're really hoping that they decide to open their eye, as opposed to ram you, and then you've got to hope that, well, you can hit them before they hit you. The timing's a bit difficult. Great thing is with the blue tunic we can stand and take more of a hit without having to worry about losing lots of health. I take it arrows are better for this boss. I've never had the bow and arrow this early. Of course, once you get rid of Spider 1, you have to do Spider 2. Spider 1 defeated. do wish it would stop running down and just, you know, open its fucking eye. And it's dead. That opens our dungeon warp in the centre, so we can now get between the front of the dungeon and here very quickly. The path back out from here is to lift those pots and then push one of the purple blocks. We can use the hook shot to jump to stone gargoyle faces, which is the only way out from here. And this staircase was hidden... Oh! Hold on, yes, I know where I am now. How do I get out of this one? I need another key. That's the route to the nightmare room. There's no point being there yet because we don't have the nightmare key yet. Yes, I know where I am now. Or at least I'm trying to make you believe I do. So, what I need now is the... to lift pots. Then take this route down here. Get all these enemies, grab more arrows. You can never be too well prepared, I guess. Even though I don't have a bow and arrow to use the arrows on yet. Here's a chest, but it can't contain a key because I would have heard a tone. It's a stone beak. I've actually managed to forget most of this dungeon. That must be like... that just must be an incredible achievement to forget most of this game. Even though I completed it only recently. Ah yeah, I know where I am now. I've just gone exactly the other way. Back I go. Implying I knew where I was going. Ah, Matt! You're implying you know where you're going. That's clever. So what we have left to find? An ordinary key and the nightmare key. I was right in thinking there's a underwater route that we need the hook shot to be able to take. That's not there. Then we go up. To the left. Then up again for our secret water room. Dive. We come down here. Yeah, we can only shoot left or right with the hook shot while we're swimming. Now this looks more like it. And the chest contains... my money's on the nightmare key. Oh yes! You've got the nightmare's key. Now you can open the door to the nightmare's lair. Now a nightmare for this dungeon. I'm trying to remember what it is. I can't actually remember, which means it's going to be exciting when I come into it and then I realise it's an annoying and painful boss, and that's why I forgot about it. So left in the dungeon we have an ordinary key that needs to be obtained. If we look at the dungeon map, there are 3 chests, all to the right of where I am. So I think that's as good a cue as any to go looking for them. And I wish I wouldn't get a message every time I bump into some kind of obstacle. Right. How do I get this chest? Correct answer. You've got 50 rupees, very nice. How do I get this chest? Which has a key in it, because the tone has just revealed. Use the hook shot. You're getting the idea. All of this dungeon is the hook shot. Once you've got the hook shot, that's 90% of all puzzles. Hook shot. What do you know? Big surprise. So, we're ready to take on the boss. We have full health. And I can't remember what the boss is. No, that's the wrong way. That, if we save and quit, we'll start at the opening of the dungeon. We'll have to warp to later in the dungeon, which I think will get me closer to the nightmare. No. No, it doesn't. Okay, try to remember when the nightmare was. There was an underground path. I think I vaguely remember how I get there. It's through there. So yeah, it did take me closer. Yep, this looks about right. Upwards. Use our key block. Carry ourselves across the gap with the hook shot, and what do you know? Boss of the dungeon. I wonder who it's going to be. So, you are the outsider. Come to wake the windfish. Kee! I shall eat you. I still don't remember it. Oh, yeah. I remember. Tail spins around like the first boss in Taz Escape from Mars. As you pull him out with the hook shot and then stab with the sword. Yeah. For a while I'd forgotten. Switch back to the hook shot. It's very straightforward. Completely forgot the boss until now, and then I remember it perfectly. I think my memory is the kind of memory that just needs a rejog every now and then. Stop.
Tusk, you don't seem to know what kind of island this is. Kee! What a fool! Kee!
But you call me a fool, I'm the one who defeated you. So we've got our heart container, and we're ready to pick up the marimba? I don't even know what these instruments are called anymore. The wind marimba! Hey! Five of 8 instruments down. Shrine. An island secret in the shrine. Now, before we leave for greener pastures and giant evil faces, we shall get our wonderful, wonderful boomerang gift. Now, the scale we need to put into that statue. And to put the scale into the statue, we needed the hook shot. So now we've got the hook shot, we can do what we need to do. Go into the underground path beneath the statue, grab the magnifying lens, then visit the cave we opened up on the beach in the previous episode. And of course in there is the person we need to trade our shovel with in order to get the boomerang. And I must say, once you've got the boomerang, you don't need any other weapons. Not really. Apart from a few occasions. You can really walk around and replace your sword for the boomerang. You put the missing scale in the mermaid statue. Whoa! Secret path! Wow, this room seems rather... Oh my god! Ah! The fuck? Ah! I wonder what could be going on. Maybe this lens will have our answer. You've got the magnifying lens. This will reveal many things you couldn't see before. Holy shit. A cannon all. There were enemies hidden under the secret spell. Well, anyway, we have the magnifying lens, and the magnifying lens will now give us our prize. We need to go to the beach. Easiest way to do that would be to take the animal village warp back to Mabe Village and then go back down to the beach. Of course, I will leave all showing you just how amazing the boomerang is in the next episode. We're going to leave it at the end of the item tree, grabbing the boomerang. I know the last episode, bumper episode, like 50 minutes. I understand that you'll be a bit disappointed with a short length episode, but to be honest with you, I'm stretched for time currently. It's a matter of just getting these videos out as soon as I possibly can. And well, it's been a week since the last Zelda video, so that gives you an idea of just how tricky some of this timing can be. Now, I think the next dungeon is where we get the... What do we get in the next dungeon? So we've got the flippers, we've got the hook shot. I get the feeling we get the double strength power bracelet soon, but I still can't remember exactly what dungeon that's in. It might be the next dungeon. Also in the next episode, we will go to the other half of the face shrine, because there's two parts to the shrine. One part I think is optional, and the other part is absolutely quest related. Oh! Now we were in this cave before and there was nobody in here. Looks like our magnifying lens has given us the answers we need. Greetings, Mr. I found a good item washed up on the beach. I'll trade it to you for what you have in your B button. Okay. Bye-bye, shovel. You think I care about the shovel? We only needed it for one thing, and that was to dig up a key. Now that we've dug up the key, the only other thing that the shovel is useful for is for digging up secret seashells. Of course, because I'm not going for that, we can trade our shovel for the boomerang. And oh my god, this piece of kit is worth every second. Our next port of call is the face shrine. So you know what, I'm going to leave it right here in the middle of some random part of the wilderness. I don't care, because it won't be long until the next episode, I imagine. Okay, next episode, face shrine, river rapids. Until next time, if we live that long.